Hopefully Matt gets a nice home for Valentine's Day weekend. Somebody, go check out Matt. He's a cool dog. All right, take a look at your weather headlines if you're going to be out and about here. Drier air moving in for the rest of today. So that's the good news. If you've got some outside plans, we're looking pretty good overall across the area. So it may be dealing with some rain and snow showers across southeastern Utah throughout the afternoon hours. But even there, I think the chances will slowly dwindle as that drier air works its way from northwest to southeast. We should see a few peaks of sunshine this afternoon. But definitely as we head into the weekend, I've got a nice warm weekend forecast for us, folks. We could not have planned it any better. Just in time for the holiday weekend, we're going to have that sunshine. We're going to have those temperatures that are going to be fairly comfortable out there across the area. So get outside and enjoy that, because next week it turns colder. It stays wet and active, and we pretty much have multiple storm systems moving our way next week. And with the colder air in place, that's going to mean changes, particularly down to the valley floors potentially, by the time we get towards the middle of the week. So let's look at it on upper level futurecast. This is a storm right now that's been producing the unsettled weather this week. It finally shifts to the east as we head into the weekend. Because it moves to the east, we get a ridge of high pressure that builds in as we go into your Saturday and Sunday. But it's a brief ridge, not like the ones we've seen over the months past where they stick around for like a month. This one is only going to be around as we go throughout the weekend, but just enough to give us a warm and nice weekend. Because by the time we get towards the end of the weekend, we get the beginnings of our next pattern system that will bring a bigger change to the area, dropping down off the west coast of the United States. Now, I think we're still calm and quiet on Sunday, but by Monday, the winds will pick up out of the south and west, and we'll start to introduce some moisture chances across the area. Now, because of the southwesterly flow and warmer air on Monday night into Tuesday, I think the first wave of this will be very similar to what we just saw, which will be valley rain and mountain snow. But we're going to have multiple systems, as I mentioned, moving through next week. And as that happens, we're going to also introduce more colder air. And that's going to mean a better chance of that moisture and colder air mixing even down to the valley floors, giving us a better chance of some wintry weather concerns by the middle of next week all across the Beehive State. So as far as liquid precipitation goes, this is, of course, from, let's say, Monday through next Wednesday. About a half inch to up to an inch is very possible in terms of the liquid amounts. But remember, I talked about that colder air in place this time. So notice the western snow map, very different than what we've seen all season. Pretty good chances of snow moving into the Intermountain West, and that does include us here in Utah. Significant mountain snow totals are looking very possible as we get towards the middle of next week, with, yes, even the potential of some decent valley snow fall possible as we head towards that time frame. Of course, we'll keep you updated, have details as we get a little closer. No need to put numbers or anything like that, but just know impactful weather, wintry weather possible by the time we get towards the middle of next week. Right now, we still have some leftover snow showers in the southern mountains, some valley rain showers over towards southeastern Utah. But as I mentioned, you'll be able to see that that's going to be slowly coming to an end this afternoon. We'll have a little bit of clearing this afternoon, but definitely clearing tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. A high cloud or two on Sunday, but overall quiet. But here comes that next storm system as we get into your Monday, beginning to develop. The winds will pick up as well ahead of this system, and that will bring us those bigger changes. But for your holiday weekend, no weather issues, just a beautiful weekend with temperatures in the 50s and 60s for many of us. St. George, 60s all the way through the holiday weekend, but wetter and cooler conditions by the middle of next week. Meanwhile, the Wasatch Front will have a nice weekend before winter-like conditions arrive heading into most of next week. Alyssa?